Hello friends, I'm Tim Wildsmith, and in this video we're going to be taking a closer look at the ESV Concise Study Bible from Crossway. Okay, so Crossway released this ESV Concise Study Bible a couple months ago, and it wasn't really on my radar. I saw that they released it, but it didn't really pique my interest. I wasn't thinking I needed to review it, and then I got a lot of people asking about it. I got messages on Instagram and Facebook. I got comments here on YouTube, people saying, "Hey, are you going to review this Bible? It looks interesting." And I was like, "Okay." So by popular demand, I ordered a copy of this Bible. I decided to do a review. I assumed that it was an abridged, concise version of the big boy ESV Study Bible. I've reviewed this one in buffalo leather on my channel. This video gets a lot of views, actually, the video review of this, probably because the ESV Study Bible is so popular. And so I thought that, look at that. It's like, it's so much smaller. I just thought this is this Bible with less content in it, a little bit more simple, more clean. That's not what this Bible is. It does have some of the content from the ESV Study Bible. It also has some of the content from the ESV Student Study Bible. I mentioned that in my video about the best Bibles for teenagers. It also has some content from the ESV Archaeology Study Bible. But I learned that they also wrote a lot of new content just for this Bible. The big picture here is Crossway saying, hey, they use the phrase understanding the Bible a lot when they talk about this Bible and their promotional materials. And their idea here is let's help people understand the Bible in a better way. Maybe this Bible is a little bit too big, a little bit much. And you know what? I actually like this idea. So here's a great example. My neighbors, I'm here in my house in Nashville. My neighbors, we were talking one day and they saw my video about tattoos and they started asking me questions about it. And my neighbor Dan was like, "Man, I read the Bible and I just don't understand anything. Am I supposed to be able to understand it?" I said, "Actually, Dan, it can be really difficult to understand the Bible." We had to talk about, context and centuries ago that it was written and all that stuff. And so I took them a study Bible, one of the study Bibles that I had in my house, and I took it over to their house around Christmas time. And since then, we've been standing around in the front yard talking about the Bible. They've been reading the Bible and using the study notes in this study Bible that I got them. And they're like, "Man, it helps us understand the Bible so much more." I mean, it's just been so fun to chat with my neighbors about the Bible. I think this ESV Concise Study Bible is, in the future, when someone asks me about understanding the Bible, I think this is going to be my go-to. I'm gonna grab a copy of this, I'm going to take it to them, because I think this is a study Bible that has lots of notes and ways to help you understand the Bible. That's what its goal is. But it's not overwhelming. It's not big and massive. It literally looks like a book or a novel that you might have. And I think that the way that it's designed, the way that it looks overall, I really like this Bible. So I'm going to do a full review here, give you an overhead, give you a closer look at what this Bible does. I'm very pleased with this, and I'm kind of bummed that I wasn't the first one out with a review talking about this right away, because I really like it that much. Crossway did a great job with this Bible. So before we dive in and do the overhead, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions along the way, feel free to leave a comment. This is the ESV Concise Study Bible from Crossway. Okay, I have the hardcover edition here. It looks really nice. It's got a blue slipcase on it. Really clean design, concise study Bible. There's the spine, really clean. On the inside, if you took this off, it's actually red. Kind of pops a little bit, looks good. They made it in the hardcover as well as a true tone, so they're affordable options. I imagine if this does well, that they might release some more expensive, more premium quality bindings of this Bible. But big thing here is size. So you have 5 3/8 inches thick. It's going to be 8 5/8 inches tall, and it's only 1.5 inches thick. It feels like I'm holding a small novel or something in my hand. So if I set this over here and bring in the actual ESV Study Bible, look at that. "Hi, I'm the little guy over here. I'm your big brother." That's exactly what this is. I mean, compared to over 6 by 9 inches trim size, over 2 inches thick. This is so much smaller and easy to carry on the go. This is a fantastic study Bible. I've reviewed this Buffalo edition. I love it. It's chock full of stuff, but it can be a little bit overwhelming. And the idea with this is a little bit more approachable, help you understand the Bible. So it looks really, really nice. Let's open this thing up. It does have a Smythsonian binding. It's going to hold up. Getting in here, it's got some kind of glossier paper here at the front, including your presentation page. Very, very simple. Again, simple, clean. Then you get into Bible paper here. The copyright page, you see this is the ESV Concise Study Bible. Copyright 2021. It uses the 2016 text. Then we have the contents. So you have all the different information you're going to have, a list of illustrations, charts, and diagrams. So as far as all that content goes, so compared to the ESV Study Bible that has 20,000 plus study notes, this has 12,000. So it's got fewer notes. It's got 150 maps and charts. It's got 20 different illustrations. It's got some of the exact same content as the ESV Study Bible, the Student Study Bible, the Archaeology Study Bible, but it has just less of it. It's more concise. Great word for the Bible. This is an introduction to this Bible. You see, it says, understanding the Bible, understanding the Bible, understanding the Bible, understanding the Bible. The first 4 paragraphs of this introduction use the exact words, understanding the Bible. That is the purpose of this Bible. So you take some of the content from the other study Bibles, they added a bunch of new content to this Bible as well, and that's what you get here. So all the different introductory material, the preface, how to use this Bible, then you get into the Old Testament. Now, there's an introduction here called Daily Life in Old Testament Times. This article looks really good. So you see, you still get some of the same maps and charts and graphs. It's just a one color print. There's not a second color. So it's just a black and gray scale look and feel. You get an intro. There's another, the Hebrew calendar compared to the Gregorian modern calendar. Intro to the Pentateuch. And then you get an intro to Genesis. This is, when I compared this to the ESV Study Bible, it's different material. I mean, it's got some of the same ideas in there, but you get these little timelines, really simple, some of the same maps, very, very clean. So again, 12,000 study notes, over 12,000 study notes, 150 maps and charts throughout the Bible, 20 illustrations. There are 10 articles. So there's at the very back, I'll tell you that in a second, at the back of the Bible. And then you do get book introductions like this. And then the text of the Bible is a 2-column text versus the single column text of the ESV Study Bible. So it's got the single column with the notes at the bottom. This is 2-column. The actual type size is going to be, what is it? I wrote it down, 7.75 lexicon. So it's 7.75. It's pretty small. And then it goes to a 6.5 type for the study notes at the bottom in a slightly different font. So that's one of the downfalls of this Bible, because it is smaller. They're obviously going with a smaller type size. So if you're someone who, I get a lot of comments about type size. If you're someone who needs a larger type, this might not be the one for you. But I find it very readable. The paper is thin, but it's opaque. There's not a lot of ghosting on the other side. You're not really distracted by any of that. And you get some of that same look and feel of the ESV Study Bible that you're familiar with, charts and graphs, but just in a grayscale format, a little bit more simplified than the big boy. There's a genealogy in Genesis, more maps. So it's got a lot of stuff. There are some study Bibles that just give you like textual notes. I like that this includes some of the maps and the charts and things like that, because it just kind of mixes things up a little bit. But opening this up, you see in the poetic sections, you get a verse by verse kind of poetic typesetting, juxtaposed with narrative paragraph format. Really nice, very clean, very simple. You see as I flip through this, you're just catching different pictures of maps and things like that and different charts along the way. Again, the idea here is as you're reading the text up here, you come across something, you're like, what's going on here? Which we all do when we're reading the Bible. You hop down here to these notes and you get a little bit more to help you, as they said multiple times, understand the Bible. So really great. It kind of keeps that theme in the New Testament. Look at that. The Temple Mount in the time of Jesus. That's really cool. That's going in. That's in the middle of the Gospel of Mark. So you get stuff like that. Black letter text. Looks really great. At the end of this Bible, when I get to the end of Revelation, articles and resources. Articles and resources in the ESV Study Bible is 150 pages long. This is 15 pages long. So it's just a few key little ideas. Scripture in canon, revelation from God, the Trinity, Father, Son, and Spirit, sin and salvation, God's plan for Christian growth and service, and then this big chart section, I guess an index of Old Testament passages quoted in the New Testament, which I think is really helpful. You do get a glossary at the back of this Bible. And is that different than the concordance? Yep. And a concordance. So glossary, concordance. At the end of the concordance, you get some Bible maps. So overall, a simplified, concise version of what Crossway has already produced in several of their other ESV study Bibles with new content in a small portable package, still chock full of lots of different notes and study material to help you understand the Bible along the way. Really, really great Bible. So there you have it. That's a great Bible, right? I mean, it's small, it's portable, it has enough study material to really help you understand what you're reading and dig in a little bit more, but it's not overwhelming. I think that this is a really great idea for people who are new to faith and new to the Bible and want to check it out for the first time and they want some help understanding it. I think it's really good for some people like me who've been a Christian my entire life, but I want something that has a little bit more when I'm reading the Bible and I have those questions along the way. I can jump down to the study notes and I can dig a little bit deeper. I'm really impressed with this. I think it's a good, unique version of a study Bible that's definitely accessible to a lot of people. So I would love to know what you think. So leave me a comment and let me know if you have any questions. Drop those in the comments as well. I'll put some links in the description to where you can purchase one of these. I'm also going to put some more photos and everything at BibleReviewBlog.com. So be sure to check that out. I'd love it if you would find me on Instagram and Facebook. We've got a great Bible Review Blog community out there, and I would love for you to be a part of it. And before we go, hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. I've got more reviews like this, unboxing videos, lots of fun Bible-related content, and I'd love for you to check it out. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.